Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. We are serving the cool tone vibe today. I literally just got my hair done this morning. I did have to chop a few inches off the end, so I feel like it's so short now, but it is very healthy. I got my blonde touched up, so I am feeling fantastic. Anyways, I just got this in the mail today. It is a new Colourpop collection I have right here for you that is launching tomorrow. They did send this over. I am so excited because I saw a sneak peek and I was kind of interested. I was like, that looks really cute. I hope I get it, and it came today, so I'm so excited to share this with you. I just did the Barbie collection last week, so Colourpop is definitely rolling out the collections again, and if they do send them to me and if I do purchase them, I'm definitely going to be reviewing all the ones I get, because I know there's a lot of people that want to see it, and since I do have it a day early, it can be helpful to see if it's something you want to get or not, or if there's anything you want to order in the collection. So I got a little card here. It says Catching Dreaminess. So I think that's like the whole theme, and the main thing in this collection is the eyeshadow palette, but there's actually quite a bit of stuff in this collection. So this is the new So Very Lovely eyeshadow palette. The theme here says Enchanting Hues for the Dreamiest of Days. Our lovely brand new collection is the complete boho escape. So very fun boho theme, very cute. So let's look at the palette first. This is the packaging here, and we have the colors. Here is the inside. We have a mixture of kind of purples, some fun peachy corals, and then like golds in here, all over a very beautiful palette. This one is going to be $18 for the palette. It does include 12 eyeshadows, and there is some pressed pigments in here, but no pressed glitters. So the pressed pigments are the Topanga Boulevard, the Rose Avenue shade, and also this peachy shade Islet is also a pressed pigment. I think that is all. So there is 3 pressed pigments in the palette, which just kind of makes it an overall more pigmented eyeshadow. I did swatch everything, so I want to share the swatches with you here. I was really impressed with these swatches. I feel like Colourpop's formula is getting better and better, but all the shades except for one, which I will talk about in a minute, seemed very creamy, very gorgeous, and very saturated. And the metallics in here are definitely more of, I call it the Super Shock formula, where it feels like almost wet to the touch, super metallic, creamy eyeshadows in here. So I really like the whole color scheme. I love the pigmentation. The only shadow I had an issue with is the last one, which is Topanga Boulevard. That one was very dry to the touch, and I did have some issues with it. I do have it in my outer corner. You guys will see it in my tutorial, but that's like the only shade that was kind of a dud for me in this palette. All the rest of them are super gorgeous, amazing quality shades. So that is a look at the eyeshadow palette. There's a lot more in the collection as well. We do have some eyeliners in the collection. They're cream gel pencils. This is what the outer packaging looks like. Everything pretty much has the same like carton. And then these are the 3 colors that we got. They all have kind of the nudie pink packaging, and then the color on the lid and on the end cap here. Very nice. I really love the Colourpop eyeliners. I have quite the collection, but they really do last on the eyes all day. They're super soft, super creamy, amazing quality for the price that it is. So these are going to be $7 a piece, and we have 3 shades like I mentioned. This first one is called Macrame, and it is kind of a copper gold. We do have a purple in the collection called Crochet, which goes perfectly with the purples in the eyeshadow palette. It is on the lighter side though. And then we do have a brighter one, which is really nice for inner corner highlighting. This one is called Lattice or Lattice. I'm not sure exactly how to say that. But those are the 3 eyeliners that we have. We also have 3 of the Super Shock Cheek products in this collection. I just got one out that has the packaging on it so you guys can see. This is the Super Shock Cheek Pearlized. So I would call this more of a highlighter. This is in the shade Chiffon. And this one, you'll notice it doesn't swatch quite as dark as it looks, so it's definitely one that I use more as a highlighter, but it's going to be a highlight with a really pretty peachy pink shift. It is stunning, and the Super Shock formula is kind of that creamy, almost wet to the touch, bouncy formula. We also have the Super Shock Cheek Matte in Georgette, and this is a really bright coral. This is perfect for summertime. And like I said, that one's a satin finish, so it does feel more of that matte texture, but it is very pigmented and beautiful. And then lastly, we have the Super Shock Pearlized again. This one is in the shade Voile. This one is Voile. You guys will probably tell me how to pronounce it in the comments. But this one is almost like a bronzer. Like, I feel like this could work as a bronzer for some. I used it as a blush and it was honestly beautiful on the skin. I just used it very sparingly, and that's kind of like a copper tone. But I love those dark, almost bronzer blushes in one that are just so beautiful for summer. So those are the 3 Super Shock Cheeks. These are going for $8 a piece. And then lastly in the collection, we have the Lippie sticks. There is 4 of these. And these actually have a really cute lid on them, as you guys could see. So pretty. If you guys haven't tried these yet, they're basically a thinner lipstick and they're super creamy on the lips, but they do dry down to almost a matte finish. So let me show you guys the shades. We have a bright purple in the collection called Sweet Stuff, which is right there. The next color is called Nice Things, and this one's like a coral, kind of matches the blush. We also have this color that I have on now. It's like a darker mauve brown called Soft Side. That one is a really pretty shade. And then lastly, we have a nude called Fab, which I'm all about this color as well. So beautiful. So those are the Lippie sticks. I think everything all goes together really well. They curated the collection nicely, as they always do. I love their collections. They always put so much thought into their work. So anyways, now that you kind of got a look at all the products, I'm going to go ahead and show you guys this tutorial, and then we'll get into my thoughts at the end, what I think of everything, and if there is any possible dupes in the own Colourpop world. I'll show you guys that. So let's get into the tutorial. Alright guys, into the So Very Lovely palette here. We have some fun colors to play with, so let's just dive right in. The first shade I want to take in my crease is the shade Macrame. Of course, I'm drawn to this really pretty lavender, so I'm going to place that in my crease. I mostly just kind of want to see how this shade performs, and I might put something over top of it. So going in about twice with my crease brush. It is definitely a more pastel type of shade. So it does take a few times to kind of build it up to that color, but I do think it is a really pretty pastel lavender. Next, I'm going to go into the shade Rose Avenue. This one here, it's like a dusty rose shade, and also place that into the crease just to make it a little bit more pink. Rolling my brush into this little color switch just to wipe the color off. I kind of like to use as little amount of brushes as I can when doing my eye looks. Next, I am going to take Topanga Boulevard here, this dark purple, on the same brush, and put this in the outer corner. I'm just going in very lightly with this one and building it up, because I noticed when I swatched it, the shade did seem a little bit on the patchy side, so I just don't want to have issues blending. So I'm going to start off with just a little product and really try to get this blended. All the other shades though swatched really gorgeous. I don't know why. I guess it's because it's a darker matte. It might have had just a little bit more kind of issues where the shadow just felt really dry. I'm going to take the Collective shade here and blend this onto the lower lash line. I'm just blending a little bit of that deep purple in there too, just like the tiniest amount. Next, I'm going to go in with the shade Fringed. This one looks gorgeous. And I'm placing this just on the inner portion of my lid. I love like their Super Shock kind of formula that they put in these palettes. It is so gorgeous. And I like that this one's a little bit more on the cooler tone side. Just for fun, I am taking a little bit of the Organza shade too. And I'm just going to place this in like this middle portion. Oh, I got a little bit of fallout there on my eye. Alright, I like how that looks. I am going to clean up with concealer. I'm going to put lashes on, and then we will finish with the rest of the products. Almost forgot to try out the eyeliner, so I am going to take the shade Crochet, which is like the purple in the collection, of course, to go with the eye look. So that one is going to go on the lower lash line. I'm also going to take the color Lattice and kind of put this in the inner corner just to brighten it up. Alright, now we do have some cheek products in the collection. This one in particular almost looks like it could be a bronzer. I don't know if I'm brave enough to do it as that for me because I don't love a shimmery bronzer. So we may actually just try it as blush because I don't know if I want to do this bright neon coral. I'm kind of feeling this one as just a deeper blush. I think that could be really pretty. So for the bronzer, I'm just taking a little bit of my Charlotte Tilbury. I'm not going to go too crazy or anything. Just something very natural. And just lightly blend that into the cheekbones and a little bit on the forehead. And I also do underneath my chin too. By the way, this BK Beauty bronzer brush is a game changer. I used to think that bronzer just looked really bad on me. It would always get patchy, but I realized it's my brushes. And now my bronzer applies beautifully. It's the BK Beauty 103. Absolutely love. Alright, so we just got a very soft bronze going on. So we're going to take the Voile, I don't know how to pronounce this, Super Shock, just very lightly on this blush brush. And we're going to put that on the cheeks. Okay, nice. So yeah, I barely dipped into it because I was just nervous it would be too dark. But now that it's hitting the skin, it's looking more rosy, which is definitely what I wanted. So yeah, I was wondering how it would look as a bronzer too, but maybe I'll have to try it sometime. But when it was swatched, it did look almost like a bronzer, kind of like how Patrick Ta has that She's So LA that looks like a darker brown blush. But this will definitely work really well too for medium and deep skin tones. I'm just barely using any product, but I definitely like this tone a little bit more than the coral with this like purple look. All right, let's do the highlighter. Now I definitely almost thought that this was a blush at first, but it's definitely more of a really pretty highlight with a lot of sparkle. And we'll tap this on to the cheekbones. It does give a little bit of a peachy vibe, definitely to the skin. It has almost that peachy pink undertone. So let's finish off with lips. We have 4 different lipsticks to choose from. You guys know I always usually go for the nude. I'm going to do something a little bit different. I know I like the nude. I swatched it. Gorgeous. That one's fab. But I have to change it up. So I'm actually going to go for this darker nude. We'll switch it up a little bit. This is in Soft Side. I would go for like the purple, but I think that'll just be too much purple going on. So let's try this one out. I actually really like their Lippie Stix formula. It's one of my favorites from them. I know a lot of people don't like them, but I think they're so easy to use. You don't even need a lip liner with them. Alright, that is the look for today. Almost a full face with just Colourpop, except foundation, concealer, and bronzer today. So I think it came out really nice. So let's get into my final thoughts. Alright guys, so testing everything out. I am pretty pleased with it. I think it is a really pretty collection. Let's talk about the eyeshadow palette first. I kind of went over this in the beginning. I think the eyeshadow palette is very gorgeous. I just wish they had a better quality dark purple in here because I did struggle with that one quite a bit. I wasn't super impressed with that formula, but it sucks because everything else, every other shade in this palette is stunning and glides on beautifully. So it kind of does have one hard to work with shade. I mean, it's definitely workable. We definitely used it for today's look and it works, but it's the darkest shade in the palette. So I'm going to be using that one quite a bit because I love to build up my outer corner and build up the depth. So I wish that that one had a little bit better quality. I noticed with the darker matte tones like this, they always have that dry, almost like skippy type of formula that I'm not always impressed with, but everything else is beautiful. Now you're probably looking at this and you're like, I think we've seen this before. And since I do have a pretty big Colourpop collection, I wanted to show you some palettes that are similar to this one. So the one I had that was definitely the closest dupe of their own palettes is the Garden Variety palette. These two are very similar. They came out with this one last year and these remind me so much of each other. So here they are. side by side. Obviously, the Garden Variety palette has more shades and it does have some greens in here, while the So Very Lovely palette does not have the greens. But I will say, quality-wise, the new So Very Lovely palette feels a lot better, and I noticed the swatches were a lot more vibrant with the mattes and also the shimmers. So I do think that this one overall is better. You do get more shades with Garden Variety, but the quality is definitely top notch in this one besides that purple. If you do have Garden Variety already, I would say you can definitely skip this one because you're essentially going to get the same looks out of these. They're just so similar. But if you don't have it, it is a really pretty color scheme and I would definitely recommend. Another one that was kind of similar but not exactly is the Wild Nothing. This is one of my favorite Colourpop palettes. It definitely doesn't have the purples that the So Very Lovely has, but it does have some of the lighter neutral shades in there, so I thought those were a little bit similar. And then also I wanted to mention the Lizzie McGuire palette. It kind of looks like it as well. I did not realize how similar Liz McGuire was to the Garden palette at all, but it's similar. I think the packaging kind of tricks me a little bit because it has that bright packaging, but again, it kind of has some, I don't know, it's not really a dupe. It has some similarities, but not a lot. I don't know. I still feel like these are actually pretty different once I'm getting them next to each other, but definitely the closest in my Colourpop collection is Garden Variety. So it's very similar to that one, but this is amazing quality. So I like it. I might end up replacing my Garden palette with that one. We will see. As far as the eyeliners go, I don't really have much to say about those. I think the colors are pretty. I would have liked maybe this Crochet shade to be a touch darker, but overall they were really nice. I like the colors. The cheek products, I think the cheek products definitely stole my heart. Those are winners for me. I wasn't expecting this to be such a gorgeous highlighter. The chiffon is beautiful. I think it's going to be so pretty in the summer for a peachy look. You can even use it as like an all over peachy blush or highlight, whatever you want to do, but I think the cheek products are definitely the standout in the collection. And then I still haven't used this one yet, but swatch wise I think it's going to be really pretty. I think it's going to be a very pigmented. I don't know how much I'll get my use out of the Georgette shade, but overall it was beautiful. And this one definitely took me by surprise. I really love this one once I got it on the cheeks in, I can't say this one, Voile, whatever, you guys know. But it is beautiful. It's that like bronzer blush duo. It reminds me a lot of my Patrick Ta. She's So LA. It's just gorgeous. I definitely recommend that one. I think that one is such a beautiful shade for summertime. And then as far as the Lippie sticks go, I love this color I have on now. The soft side I think is a beautiful brown that goes so perfectly with purple looks. I think the nude is also going to be a hit for me because it is more of that cool tone color, but if you guys are familiar with the Lippie Sticks formula, it's pretty much the same there. So that is my thoughts on this collection. Is it a must buy? I don't think it's a must have, but it is a nice collection, especially if you guys have those Colourpop palettes I mentioned earlier. You may have these colors already, but there is a lot of really pretty things in this collection. I think it is really gorgeous. So that's pretty much it for my thoughts on this one. Hope you guys enjoyed it and found it helpful. This is releasing tomorrow, I think at the usual time, 10 a.m. PST. I have my code 5LeahJanae. I'll have it down below if you guys want to save $5 off. Let me know if you guys are purchasing or passing on this collection. But that is going to be it. I will let you go. Thanks so much for watching. I'll talk to you guys in my next video. Bye guys.